We are starting the session. Is that okay? Sublime joy through sound. So, if you understand today's session, that's the most important session. It could be life changing. As an Atma, living life after life that we saw. If today's session is serious, it can turn the direction. And the beauty is, say, for example, a ship starts from Mumbai port and now it is going through Atlantic and Pacific and all that. Even 1 degree change takes it to somewhere else. So, because the soul is eternal in nature, a small shift in our lifestyle changes our future drastically over a period of time. And because soul is eternal, that drastic change may look slow in the context of current life, but in the context of life after life, it is a huge change. So what does that mean is today's session is life-changing session. It can change what is our birth next life. So what is the syllabus? This is the syllabus. You need help with running the slides. I can handle it. Because you benefiting from the session is more important. So today was this $50 parking here. Do you know that? Yes. Yeah. So Gaurav parked somewhere else is still coming back out. So sound vibration can create revolutions. The powerful leader who stands up and says something and the masses go excited and they can change the kingdoms, they can change the civilizations, it can evoke emotions. When we watch the movie, really, we are just watching what people are saying, and sometimes we are dancing, sometimes we are crying, sometimes we are in depression. For example, if you are going on a business travel and you are being put in a separate house, company guest house, but it's a house and by itself. No, nobody else living there. And then you go there in that town, go watch a ghost movie, and then go and live in that new place alone. You'll realize the power of sound because you saw the movie and you heard those things and the dangerous music. Whole night you are like, I hope there is nobody else. So different experiences can come out of the sound vibration. Also, sound vibration is very powerful because we may close our eyes, right? But our ears are always open. So in the middle of the night, if there is a knock on the door, our ears are still working. We'll hear it. So even at the point of death, other senses may not work as well, but the power of sound has to work somehow. And there are a lot of case studies of how the power of sound works. For example, if you put good music in front on the trees, they grow better. The plants and the harvest comes better if there is a good music given to them. If you put harsh music, which are typically available for youngsters, if crowd, that music can actually cause disease, it can cause depression, it can cause a lot of bad things, drug habits. So the plants also show the reflection of good music versus bad music, good sound versus bad sound. Gardening is there. Then the water also at a certain level, if you see through microscope, it it reciprocates with the good music or the bad music. The design that it creates, the crystal it creates are different. So the whole idea is that there are like what do you call it? Experiments done on good music versus bad music. And when a fetus develops in the womb of the mother, there are certain milestones when the ears develop and the sense of music develops. And if we feed good vibrations to the fetus throughout the pregnancy, when they come out, they are used to that sound music. So, for example, when since the pregnancy time, if there is a certain music that is being played, that music is reassuring to that child. That means wherever the child goes, that music is there. Like I'm in good place. So, what is mantra? Mantra is mind. One means mind, and Ra means deliver or protect. It means deliver as in pizza delivery. No, the delivery is ultimately a soul being delivered back into the spiritual world. That is the real protection because then we don't need to be in a bodily form. We don't need to be harassed by the bodily situations that we deal with, right? So, people on the Zoom, are you able to hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay. Call out if you don't because Gaurav is not here and I'm playing both. Okay. Oh, that doesn't help them basically for now. It's okay. Yeah, it's good. And it's closer. All right. So, what do we have? Uh, mantra. We heard mantra since childhood, but probably we never realized mantra means protecting your mind, right? Now, the tra is a dhatu that is used in other words also, like kshatriya. Tra. The kshatriya, the tra is again for protection. So, how the mantra protects the mind? Basically, our mind is a very powerful energy that can remember all the past experiences and it has all the emotions for future. So if mind is out of control, typically what will happen? We will be crazy. If mind is stable, then we can win the world. Just by controlling our mind, we can control everything around us. That is why getting our mind under control is very important. But that is the most naughty energy that we have because a mind which is in control is our friend. A mind that is out of control can be our enemy also. Because how do people go and commit suicides? Because the mind is out of control. They are going through depression, fear, anxiety, competition, envy, whatever, right? And they're like, no, I can't deal with this. I want a different life. And because I cannot handle this, okay, I'm out of here. So the whole idea is that mind has, if we control our mind, our life is under our control. The external situation may not be under our control, but it is important to have mind under our control. And what is the meditation? Japa meditation. It's like you personally you sit in a nice, comfortable place and you remember name of the Lord. That is the personal meditation or japa as we call it. And the second option is okay, we can go out in the streets and we do that sometimes in Seattle, at least few times a year, and pull out the musical instruments and we sing loudly in a musical tone. So japa, if we do personally, it will be like Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. But if we are doing it in public with music and all that, then there are different tunes we can use, and it goes with the music and dance and all of that. It sounds or looks like a very frivolous activity. It's just like any other parade and all that. But it is prescribed in the scriptures, and it is what do you say? It produces results, and the highest happiness I have seen in the whole ISKCON process is when we do that. We go and dance together and jump. That is the highest happiness I have seen. But what is the side, but really good benefit of that? Other people in the town, they get introduced to the Lord's name. And they get introduced, they get benefited also. So it is possible that, in the last life, I was just somewhere in other civilization. I saw some Hare Krishnas passing by and I showed some interest, and next life I get my chance. It is possible. So we are purifying the ambience, we are purifying, we are helping all souls. So if we're chanting and dancing on the road, the trees, the birds, worms, creatures, animals, and human beings, they all are getting benefited. And I, you can go on my YouTube channel and see some short videos. We go in Pike Place Market, and a vendor lady starts dancing ecstatically on the music. Well, she doesn't know, but she got the highest perfection of human life, and her future is much better after that. And the whole idea was that we are kind of stuck in this world, and we are looking for a way out from this place. And that gate we are opening up for more people. That is why that process is very important. And again, Krishna in 18th chapter again says, people who are discussing about me with others are very dear to me. That means when you are chanting Krishna's names and Krishna's names is being spread to without any barriers, we are not asking what is your family heritage, what is your language, what is your financial status. We are not even asking whether you are a human being. You can be a dog, and we chant, and people get benefited, and Krishna loves that. And Krishna says, I'm personally present where this is happening. So right now, Krishna is listening. So ask questions accordingly. Okay, that's the power of vibration. But we learned that there are three ways to do anything, like learn things, and one of them is direct experience. Second is logic, and third is scriptural reference. By now, you have guessed it right. Whatever we follow in ISKCON is based on the scriptures. There has to be a scriptural authority for what we do. There's a triangle, Guru Sadhu Shastra, and that Guru Sadhu Shastra. If that triangle works, then follow. If that triangle is broken, then you don't have to reject it. It could still be accurate. Just we don't have enough information. So we park it on the side and say that when I get that triangle right, I'll follow it. Now, a few things are obvious, like go vegetarian, right? You can be vegetarian without worrying too much about it. But somebody said jump off the Eiffel Tower, you have to say, show me the scripture. Show me where in the books it is written that that is the right thing to do. Do you understand? So that the spiritual knowledge and the culture is protected. Guru means the person who initiates you into the parampara. Gurus are of three types. One is one who introduces you, second is one who teaches you, and third is one who gives you diksha to take you into the parampara. All three are important because without all those three, it would not progress, correct? So, Guru, then Sadhu. There are so many other spiritual personalities. What are they saying? So, Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra. What are the books saying? When these three things match, we should feel safe in following something. Clear? You want to handle this, bro? Before that, do you want to grab some water? One bottle and I'll use some. I'm asking for the parking suggestion. Gaurav, bro, any suggestions for parking today? Someone's at this on the group. I'll ask you. Yeah, we'll take care of. Thank you. Okay, who knows about Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapar Yuga, and Kali Yuga? We all know. At least we have heard. Okay. Now the interesting part is Satya Yuga is where. Okay, let's go reverse. We are in Kali Yuga. How do you know we are in Kali Yuga? Well, it is very difficult to trust people around, right? How many emails we receive today on even our personal Gmail, which are irrelevant, spam, fraud, baits, all of that. So you are hoping one email coming from your bank or a friend, which is hopefully useful, but you have to deal with another 999 emails every day that says, "Oh, would you like to buy this?" Or, you have won a lottery or something going on. All that they're trying to do is anchor into our bank account and pull some money out. That's all they're trying to do. So Kali Yuga is on. The family members cannot trust family members. Couples cannot trust each other. Parents cannot trust children. And friends are also like, you never know what will happen. So the whole idea is college, a lot of you have gone through college life. So you come and you usually, how many times it has happened that in the first year you got three room partners and in the last year also it is the same room partners. Has it happened? Usually there is a swap, change. They learn to change for better alignment. And then they're trying to get married. Again, dating. Again, they're trying to see what is the right. And then even after getting married, maybe the alignment is not perfect. So again, get out and find something new. So this is Kali Yuga. You cannot trust anything. You cannot trust anyone. And that is why uh, Kali Kolahal means in Kali, it is all Kolahal, very high level of confusion. In the scriptures, what is talked about Kali Yuga? The people of Kali Yuga are Manda, Sumanda, Atimanda Bhagya. Manda means what? Slow or low. So Manda. Akal nahi hai. Sumanda. Huh? And then how much is their fortune? Ati Manda Bhagya. Bhagya is also very low. Why it is called like that? It looks normal there. And people are living good life. They have social media. They have gadgets. और क्या चाहिए? So, what is important is we need to understand what do we really deserve, who we are, and what happens in other yugas, what happens in the spiritual world. Once we learn that, then we may realize that I'm not getting a good deal. Right? For example, a eagle lays the egg in the chicken nest, and chicken is also laying the eggs in the chicken nest. Now, what happens when the small babies are born from the chicken? They are all like, and the eagle baby also looks around. So everybody's doing quack, quack, quack. That is also doing that. Then one fine day, as it starts to grow up, you're saying that its size is different, its wings are different, but it is still thinking, I am also a chicken. These are my siblings. And then same size eagle comes from somewhere saying that, do you know you're eagle? You're not supposed to walk on the ground all your life looking for worms. You're supposed to soar high in the sky. You're supposed to fly. Your wings can take you a kilometer above. I said, no, no, no. Since childhood, I'm saying, this is what I will do. No, you're supposed to fly. Try. And then when the eagle baby tries, it can fly so high. Then it's never going back to the chicken business again. So like that, all these human beings which are so empowered to become the highest spiritual perfection in current life are going around thinking that I'm this body, like I'm this chicken. Quack, 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 quack. What are they looking for? They're looking for food, they're looking for romance, they're looking for safety, they're just looking for body and they're looking for some sleep, eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. Four things they're busy with. They don't want to go anything beyond that. That is why how many chairs are in the room and how many are occupied? Because people are still in the chicken mentality. And we are trying to wake up few chickens and say, you're not chicken, you're an eagle. Try flying. And that is the session today. So now this Kali Yuga, the recommended method of spirituality is chanting the spiritual names. Why? Because in Kali Yuga, and when did Kali Yuga begin? Anybody can tell me?
Krishna left.
Huh?
When Krishna left.
Hmm. When Lord Sri Krishna left this world to go back to the spiritual world, that is when the Kali Yuga began. There were immediate signs of Kali Yuga. The donkey started barking fire and there were lots of ill omens. Just look at the ill omens the Pandavas said, is it that Krishna has left this world? Because lots of bad omens are around. And then they got the confirmation Krishna has left this world. They immediately gave up their kingdom that was fought with 640 million people dead to conquer the kingdom of this world. They gave up all of that and they left for the jungle up north and kept walking and finally left back. The whole idea is that if Krishna is not there, they came to participate in Krishna's Leela. Now Krishna's Leela is over. They had no business to continue ruling the whole world. No business. So that is Kali Yuga. But in Kali Yuga, the people, their lives are shorter, which is like how many years people live nowadays? 60, 70, 80. Right? A friend of mine left his body recently, and he was 50 plus. So the 50 is like nothing, right? The Kali Yuga standard life is supposed to be in the range of 125. But as Kali Yuga progresses, that lifespan will go down. There will come a time when A child will be born. Happy birthday to you. The child grows up and the child becomes old, makes babies, becomes old and dies. All of that happens in the span of 20 years. And people will say, he lived a grand life. That's going to happen. As per Srimad Bhagavatam, scriptures, it is confirmed that it is going to be. And you can see the direction that people will be living less and less. People will have less bodily strength. We read about Bhima having the strength of 10,000 elephants, and Jarasandha, these many elephants. And where are those people nowadays? At the most, people have maybe 1 horsepower. If they do lots of gym and steroids and all that, they can maybe fight with a horse. That's all. So the people's strength, their bhagya, their memory, their life, everything is on the dwindling side. In Kali Yuga, it is going to be worse. Now I'm going to shock you a little bit, so be careful. In Kali Yuga, there will come a time when parents will give birth to the baby because the newborn babies are very yummy to eat. Yucky, right? Go look for fetus restaurants. Even today, the aborted babies are being used for food. So whatever is happening today, because we are only 5,000 years into Kali Yuga, it is supposed to go for 432,000 years. How much? 432,000 years to go. We are only the first 5,000 years. So we are still in good part of the Kali Yuga. It's gonna get worse, right? Worse and worse. So now, so the whole idea is that we don't want to continue over here. We want to take spiritual life seriously. We have learned I am not this chicken, I am eagle, I am not this body, I am Atma. So we should strive very sincerely for our spiritual realization. Good news, a very simple, straightforward process is available because the people are so low qualified. There is no high expectation. Just take Lord's name and go back. No complexities. Why? What did happen in the previous Yuga? In the Dwapar Yuga, people did elaborate deity worship in the temples. So basically, we are only 5,000 years in, right? So we are still following the Dwapar Yuga process of worshipping. But our deity worship is so less strict, simplified compared to what was happening in the Dwapar Yuga. And Dwapar Yuga lasted twice as much as Kali Yuga. So if it is 432,000 years, double that, that is the length of Dwapar Yuga. Somebody can do the math. Now you go back to the, and then life was more. In Dwapar Yuga, people lived like 1,000 years. You had a zero basically. And people lived that long. They wanted, they could continue. Now we go back to Treta Yuga. Treta Yuga is even bigger and it came before. So in Treta Yuga, what is the length of Treta Yuga? Take Kali Yuga, multiply it 3 times. 432,000 years into 3 times. That is the length of Treta Yuga. In Treta Yuga, people focused on fire sacrifices. Lord Ram was born from the blessings received in a fire sacrifice and in Treta Yuga. So I'm helping you remember how, right? So the performances are very important. Now, to do one performance also, you need to have so much of samvidha, so much of wealth to donate. So much is required that kind of a wealth is not available. That kind of a remembering mantras is not available. People used to do what do you say, mantra agni, and from the mantra they could invoke so many things. To do that, and the performance could go for days and days and days. And you need somebody who's that qualified to say all the mantras accurately. If they miss even one pronunciation, the process fails. So it's more like a technology. So that kind of a purity is missing in today's Brahmanas or Kali Yuga Brahmanas where they can actually perform. So simplified processes, everybody just take the Lord's name. Now go back one more level. Now tell me what is the length of Satya Yuga? Yes. And when you combine all these 4 yugas, what is it called? One Divya Yuga. And like that, you keep multiplying the repeat. Now this Divya Yugas repeat. So in every yuga, this Leelas also repeat. And when these Divya Yugas, Manvantaras, keep scaling it up, finally it runs into some 4 trillion or something number of years where Brahma's life gets completed. So Brahma lives that long, that is the length of the universe also. So now you see what kind of mathematics we have on the Vedic side, how many zeros are required to calculate. And what is the beauty is In Satya Yuga, people used to do meditation. Now it's very obvious. It's very difficult to focus mind. Okay, that to silent meditation. And then mantras pronunciation, that is also a problem. Then elaborate deity worship, that is also a problem. So we are left with very simple process. It's like, in certain states in India, it's an open book exam. If you can come to the classroom and open the book and give exam, they will still pass you saying that, at least you are being that much qualified. Go. But here in Kali Yuga, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is the founder of this chanting movement 500 years back, who is the incarnation of Radha and Krishna, said you don't need to pass even an open book test. Just by coming to the classroom, you'll pass. If you just join the company of devotees, be in the company of devotees and chant Lord's name, you will go back. You do not need to master all the books or all the mantras or austerity or donate all your wealth or pull the hair from your body, which in certain religions you are supposed to go through extreme austerity to get mukti. None of that is required. Just remember Lord's name. Any question on this slide? Very important slide.
One is Prabhuji. So one is like in the previous yugas, Ravan was there, Duryodhan, Kaurava was there, cheating was there. So how do we differentiate between all these yugas? I mean,
Very good question, Prabhu. Say your name again.
such.
Sachin Prabhu asked an excellent question. Even in previous yugas, there were bad people. So what about that? So, so I forgot something and you reminded me. That is awesome. In the Satya Yuga, in Satya Yuga, people were the good people and bad people were living on different planets. Clear? In Satya Yuga, people were living on good and bad people were living on different planets. When Dhruva Maharaj had to go and fight with the Yakshas, he had to go to a different planet and fight. In Treta Yuga, good and bad people lived on different continents. Like Sri Lanka was like a different continent, 800 yojanas into the ocean. Welcome back. I hope you got a chance to look at the recordings. Okay, the last station. Okay. So Treta Yuga was different continents. Come to Dwapar Yuga, people were distinctly good and bad. Gaurav is a good guy, Ganesh is a bad guy, or Gaurav Chandra is a bad guy. Clear? Yes, Prabhu. So, Dwapar Yuga, that's why you can say Duryodhan is bad, Arjuna is good. Clear distinction. Come to Kali Yuga, you do not know whether your life partner or your neighbor or your friend is a good person or a bad person. Every day you wake up and suspect, is this real? ये बहुत अच्छा बात कर रहा है. Is it कुछ चाहिए उसको? So you have to suspect the motives. Why? Because now the goodness and badness is in the heart of every person. So the same person can transform into the best spiritualist on the face of the earth. Same person can become the biggest dacoit also. Do you see the difference? So this is also part of the yoga information. Thank you for asking the question. Does that help?
Yeah, sure.
Next one. So again, across religions, what people talk about is remembering name of God. I need volunteers, 4 volunteers to read the 4 sides, please. Anybody?
Christianity, Christ glorified the Lord's holy name by saying, Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Islam, Muslim repeatedly chant the sacred name of God Allah. Sikhism, Guru Nanak prayed in the ambrosial hours of the morning and meditate on the place of the true name.
Buddhists also practice repetition of the name of Lord. Namo Amida Butsu.
So basically, this sound vibration, this auspicious sound vibration, is a part of the process across all humanity. There is no human faith that skips like the sound vibration for meditation. So what does Sanatan Dharma talk about? So before I tell you what Sanatan Dharma says, Let me tell you what is Sanatan Dharma. Right? Are we Hindus? Raise your hands. So some people will tell you that there is no shloka that says Hindu as a word, and then there are some people who have shown that shloka also. But Hindu was a name given for people who live around the river Sindhu. So the Arabs, when they used to refer to us, they used to say, no, Wallah, all those people who live near river Sindhu. But because they pronounced Sindhu differently, it became Hindu. So it was a reference, a geographical reference. But the culture prevalent in the civilization was what? It was the Sanatan Dharma. What is Sanatan Dharma? Sanatan means forever. So what is Atma? Forever. So now because Atma is forever, the process we follow also has to be the forever type. That is why there is no origin to our culture. It is just there forever. Kashi doesn't have any beginning. You will not see any stone inscription saying that X king came and started this city. No reference like that. Why? Kashi is forever also. Like that, there are certain spiritual spots which are forever spots. Naimisharanya. So recommends repetition of the holy names of the Lord in the form of mantra. So again, Sanatana Dharma also recommends the same thing. Next. So now, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Iti Sodasakam Namna Kali Kalmashanashanam Nata Parantropotapaya Sarva Vedeshu Drishyate. After searching through all the Vedic literature, one cannot find a method of religion more sublime for this age than the chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Kali Santaran Upanishad. Now, Upanishads we know are part of the Vedas. Vedas are the Shrutis. Now, what is Santaran? Have you been to, say, Mumbai or some place where there is a Santaran Talao? You know, there is a. So, Santaran is basically like a swimming pool is called as Santaran. So, basically, swimming across. So, in Kali Yuga, see, there's a reference. Vedas are forever. In Kali Yuga, especially, if you want to swim across the Bhavasagara, that means this ocean of birth and death that we're stuck and living again and again, the best recommendation is chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So, because it is given in the Kali Santaran Upanishad, all the names of Lord are equally powerful. But because it is recommended in the Kali Santaran Upanishad, that is why we follow. It is not like other mantras are less powerful. We have the best mantra. It's not like that. Lord's all names are equally powerful. So next one. The Nama Sankirtana, public chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra, delivers a complete revelation of all spiritual reality. Brahmananda, Brahmananda Purana. Is it? Brahmanda Purana. Thank you. Prabhu keeps my slides right. So the whole idea is that scriptures are clearly talking about what? Take Lord's name. Be happy. Next. My dear kings, although Kali Yuga is full of faults, which we discussed just now, in Kali Yuga, difficult to trust anyone. People say abilities are so limited. Um, Try to hire youngsters out of college, like at least in India, 70% are not, like you can't use them right away. You need like a program to bring them up to speed with the skills. In Kali Yuga, it's full of faults. There is still one good quality about this age. It is that simply by chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, one can become free from material bondage. What is material bondage? Thinking I am this body and living like I am this body. That is the material bondage. And be promoted to the transcendental kingdom. So, see, there are no rules for chanting. The only rule for chanting is there are no rules for chanting. Why? Because the people of Kali Yuga, across different cultures, if you especially look at it, if you try to put any rule, that will take out the whole humanity, saying that not qualified, not qualified, not qualified. In previous ages, we tried that, and now we are left with nobody following Sanatana Dharma. So as a result, I say no. Everybody can take Lord's name without any limitations. There is no time, place, circumstances, cleanliness, habits, background, heritage, language, culture, no bondage. No rules is the only rule. In the age of Kali, people should simply chant the holy names of the Lord, Supreme Personality of the Godhead. Narayana Samhita. Next. Hare Nam, Hare Nam, Hare Nam eva kevalam, kalau nasti eva gatir anyata. In this age of quarrel and hypocrisy, the only means of deliverance is the chanting of the holy names of the Lord. There is no other way, no other way, no other way. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi Lila 7.20. Devotional service beginning with the chanting of the holy name of the Lord is the ultimate religious principle for living entity in human society. Srimad Bhagavatam, the book of the books, Srimad Bhagavatam. So the whole idea is time and again and in multiple places and multiple Puranas and Upanishads, it is calling out, just remember Lord's name. Why? Because we have still meditation available. We still have the fire sacrifices available. We still have deity worships available. It is just that these are the processes from the previous yuga. So it may not be so relevant for this yuga in the sense of either producing the results or ease of following. We can still follow it if we can. But for Kali Yuga, the recommended method is the easiest method. You don't need any pre-qualification. Just get into it. Okay, next. So scriptures are talking about it. Now, what about scientific studies? So keep going. So people have done some study. Mr. David Wolf, he did some study about. Anybody is exposed to these pharmaceutical studies over here? They take a group of people and then they put them through an experiment, and then they try to make sure they try to be as objective as possible, because this studies is an example of the four limitations human beings have. What are the four limitations human beings have? Our senses are limited. As a result, we misunderstand, right? Then we try to cheat. So all these four limitations lead to what? We concluding the wrong thing, we doing the wrong thing, and we saying the wrong thing. So studies are a way to overcome the human limitation. That's why they select a large number of people and then say, you eat this vitamin and you eat this vitamin, and we will measure your results over a period of time. So next one. So
Spiritual disciplines recommend meditational practices such as silent meditation, silent recitation of mantras, and also the verbal repetition of specific mantras out loud. A clinical test of the benefits of mantra chanting was performed on 3 groups of 62 subjects, males and females of average age 25. They chanted the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra 25 minutes each day under strict clinical supervision. Results showed that regular chanting of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra reduces stress and depression and helps reduce bad habits and addictions. These results formed a PhD thesis at Florida State University.
You can do a PhD just on the mantra. Isn't it amazing? Next. Okay, and they tried to study the effects on depression and so many things. And they could see, without going into like what did this study do, just look at like last 50 plus years, ISKCON is propagating this mantra. And I can give you around 25 lakh people around the world who have given up tobacco, alcohol, any types of drugs, any types of meat, onion, garlic, chai. People are able to give up so many things. Means this mantra has some power. If not anything else, it allows you to detox your habits. Now, tell me how many lives are disturbed or how many families are destroyed because of the addiction of alcohol or drugs or cigarette or that gutka, or those fancy drugs, the designer drugs, then the real drugs. So many places, so many, right? Like in college, my friends used to tease each other. Which Corexi hai to. I said, what is Corexi? Said, oh, these cough medications like Benadryl and Corex, if you take that in combination with something else, it gives you high. So they used to be like in that high, and they used to tease each other on that. From their teasing, I understood that there is something like that. So there is, I will not give you full details on how many types of combinations are possible on how to go high. But the whole point is, Srila Prabhupada came to USA and he had nobody, no connections, no power. So he depended on whoever comes to learn Hare Krishna Mahamantra chanting, he gave them. Who are the first students? The hippies. What are hippies famous for? Drugs, unlimited sex, and nudity, music, and living very, very, very dirty life. That was their life. They were the leftovers of the society over here. It means at the age of 16, 17 or 18, the youngsters will say, I don't want to do anything with this American society and religion and law and all of that. I'm going and I want to be happy. They would leave their home. They all would come and live in the San Francisco area, New York area, very lower end areas. They would go around stealing in the shops. They would find drugs from anywhere. They basically they were living very subhuman life in terms of how we're supposed to live. But they got in touch with this Mahamantra, Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And Prabhupada said, you know what? This mantra will give you high. So they said, okay, let's try. And they ended up giving up this LSD and whatever, the drugs, all habits they gave up. Many got transformed to the point where we know people who have lived last 50 years, extremely clean life. They do Nirjala Ekadashi. Raise your hand if you are doing Nirjala fast on Ekadashi now. And they're working 18, 20 hours every day to propagate Bhagavad Gita into the humanity. And, Indians, they may take up spirituality, but they may not take the risk. But these people who are around the world take risk also for Krishna. They go into South Africa, they go into Latin America, they go into Middle East, and they will try to propagate the holy name of the Lord, risking their own lives. There are in South Africa, there are those Adivasis who are cannibals also. So once the Hare Krishna team received the invitation from the cannibals, saying that, come, the chief wants to meet with you. Now, these people were not sure whether this is an invitation to dine or we are the dinner. Because you know what is cannibal? Cannibal is eating other human beings. So they still went because preaching, so we have to go and see what we can do with others. And the guy said, my son is very impressed with you guys. So that is why we want to honor you and this and that. But the point is, this is the only branch of Hinduism which puts its life on risk to say, I am going to go and give to everyone because Krishna will be happy with that. Okay, next. Okay, next. Okay. So the results were found through the proper study that this is what it is. Can we go? No. The previous slide, okay. So we just talked about the benefits of chanting Mahamantra. Depression goes away, mind can be stable, mind can come under control. But that is the external manifestation of the benefits. The real benefit is, first we need to understand why mind goes out of control. So for example, today you're not drinking alcohol. Let's assume that you're not drinking alcohol. But today your friends are drinking and you take one sip. Only one sip. Kadwa tha. Maza nahi aaya. But socialization ke liye le liya. Second party happens again. Second sip. Third party, 3 sips. So now, it's not bad here. And then you start drinking more. Over a period of time, you get addicted. What happened? One bad activity we did leads to more and more and more and more. You steal a bicycle today, tomorrow, and nobody got caught. Okay, can I try more? Smoking cigarettes. Nobody took their first cigarette and said, this is the best thing that happened to me. No, it is like yucky. But then, कुछ हुआ नहीं, no? There was no major bodily transformation. So chalo और एक, and then you get addicted. Now you cannot function. Now to solve a programming problem, you have to come out and एक सुट्टा मारना जरूरी है, right? And then you develop these habits. I know personally my friends who are and were smokers. Then they got married and they delivered babies. At least two examples. The babies were born without brain. How does that happen? Like severe complications. So this tobacco, drugs, these are all poisoning our body, makes us unfit for reproduction, unfit for living a proper life. Forget about living a happy, healthy, complete human life till age of 125. So because the mantra destroys our karma. Do you understand? Say, for example, if I have done something bad, I'm supposed to suffer. Yes. But the mantra destroys our previous history, erases our previous karma history, deletes the karma history. As a result, the things that we were supposed to suffer, we don't have to suffer anymore. That is the mood, our mood that is there today is a result of our previous conditionings, previous karma. So our mood starts to improve because our karma is improving. So it is healing our karma. That's the whole idea. So, next one. And those who know how to read the brain waves and all that, there are different brain waves. But in activity zone, we are super active. And in drowsiness, we are trying to go to sleep. But there is a stage in middle, which is the brain waves can measure that if we sit and chant properly, it gives us lots of benefits. Now we have some yoga people in the room, so probably you guys know the benefits of yoga, meditation, all of that. You can see they are always peaceful, calm, asking the right questions. Next. So like I explained, these hippies became happies and they could live a proper life. Could everyone continue? No. Like 10,000 people came and maybe 500 people survived. But other people got incrementally benefited. Some got this much and some got this much. But at least what happens, the minimum thing I'll tell you, if you take up the spiritual progress, the minimum thing that happens is we get another human life to try out more. Say, I'm coming to the office, I drove by McDonald's, got my chicken nuggets, right? Or say, for example, a beef burger. I'll take a gross example. I took a beef burger in McDonald's. Now go back to the supply chain. What does the supply chain say? The supply chain says that on an average, in one burger in McDonald's, 3,600 animals' meat is mixed up. How many? 3,600. 3,600 cows died at a different point in time. And in that whole chain process, it came into one burger. Okay, great. What is the problem with that? And what does scripture say about it? Scripture say if we kill one cow and whether you eat, you feed, you sponsor, you deliver, everybody gets the same benefit. If one cow is killed, then how many years or how many lifetimes we have to be in the hellish planets? As many hair are there on the body of the cow. Wow. So one cow has how many hair? Okay. Multiplied by 3,600. 3,600 into millions. One burger. How many burgers people are eating day in, day out? How many McDonald's ka stock value dekho. You will know what profit they made last year. Work it backwards to make this much of profit, how many burgers they have to sell. You see, what is the wholesale karma that is going on? And there is no rescue from this other than the spiritual process. The spiritual process is as simple as in our front of our eyes, we have seen the hippies who came and spoke to us saying that, yes, I was a hippie. I used to have all the bad habits. Usually the glorified way to say is, I was on the wild side of Kali Yuga, right? And then they become happy that they're living a very, very clean life, like cleaner than people like me. They have given up everything. They are just trying to do spiritual process day in, day out. that transformation is no less than a magic. And those who have children and try to grow up their children, try to change the habits of your children. You will know it is very difficult. And you know, the hippies had a rule, and the rule is we will not listen to anybody, we will not even talk to anybody more than 30 years in age. That's the hippies. Their rule was we will only listen to youngsters. And Prabhupada went at the age of 65 and transformed them. And they couldn't understand Prabhupada's language. Like in Bengali, if somebody calls you saying that Aaj bhojan ke liye aa jao, you will think they are going to feed you, right? But actually they're saying bhajan ke liye aa jao. Come for bhajan. So Bengali accent is very thick, and Prabhupada had thick Bengali accent. So first 6 months when he not one of these transformed personalities said, first 6 months Prabhupada was trying to tell us about soul and super soul, Atma and Paramatma. And I thought he's saying we all are Atmas and he's Paramatma. Right? We could not understand jilts about what he's trying to say. We knew only one thing. This gentleman has our good future on his mind. He's our well-wisher. So we just trusted him. When the rule was, don't you talk to people above 30, they trusted Prabhupada 65 and sponsored his whole movement. They joined and they spread it forward. Alone Prabhupada, although he made trips around the world 14 times and he translated all the books, the actual preaching is done by these hippies. Was there any country supporting? No. Was there any oil-rich country supporting? No. Was there any government in favor? No. Was there any billionaire supporting? No. People's movement, right? Only sponsored by Krishna. So that's the power, that the mantra has power, just like this electric connection works because it is connected. The mantra is connected, it works. Next. What are the sinful reactions? We talked about it, so I will not make it more gross, but small things that we see in life, like drinking alcohol or, having illicit relationships outside married life, all these have direct reactions. Next. Okay, next again. So regular chanting. So chanting is not for one time, it's regular chanting. Again, you can skip a couple of slides. You know Hema Madani? She's a Hare Krishna. That makes you more Hare Krishna. Next. Okay, and then next. Mafatlal, anyone knows Mafatlal? Mafatlal Industries in India. He's a nice Hare Krishna. Next. This is where the kick. George Harrison. Anyone know George Harrison? Beatles. He was so famous that he would receive on his birthday, he would receive 7 trucks full of greeting cards. His albums were so famous that he stopped doing public performances because when he goes out in public and his team, people would faint. People would try to scratch something from his body as a souvenir. Kapda, button, kuch bhi chalega. Right, hair. Try to grab something from him. It became disturbance and nuance. So they just started publishing the CDs or audio, those black color records. So when George Harrison, there are 6 Hare Krishna, this new hippie Hare Krishnas. They said, Srila Prabhupada, we will go to Europe and we will basically preach to George Harrison. And because the whole hippie community is following George Harrison, if we convince him, then others will follow. And Prabhupada's style was, go for the rhino. Don't try to hunt a rabbit. Go for the rhino. So these 3 families basically, 3 couples, no cash. So they applied for visa in the UK. UK said, do you have any money? Because we have already enough beggars. We have enough money in the bank. So they said, yeah, we have money. They somehow collected to show it in the bank. They enter the UK, they wire the money back to the next couple. The next couple shows the same money again and said, yeah, we have money. And they enter the UK. And then the third couple enters, same way. They're sleeping in corrugated boxes outside Home Depots and all that, trying to find their way to George Harrison, who's living in a huge mansion. He's a billionaire. There are security. Nobody can see him. One fine day, they managed to reach George Harrison in a public program somewhere. Somehow they reach and say that, hey, George, we're Hare Krishnas. What should George Harrison say? He says, where were you guys? I was looking for you. And not only he gave them a whole building, saying that this from you, this building is yours. Go take it. And they started doing the Hare Krishna programs and device classes over there, and started converting the hippies into happies. And one building was full. What to do next? Oh, second building, please take. And the huge Hare Krishna community in London is again on a land given by one of his members. So the whole idea is that it is spiritually empowered from the higher up for somebody like him to come and do that. Now, there was the Shyama Sundar Prabhu, who was basically primary engaging George. And there came a time, the Krishna book came out, or was about to come out, the Krishna book. So Prabhupada said, Shyam Sundar, go and take some $20,000 of donation from George, because we need to publish this book. And Shyam Sundar Prabhu said, Prabhupada, I have never asked a dollar or a pound from George. All that we have is he has given it by himself. So I'm really shy to ask him for a donation. Prabhupada said, you go and go talk to him. So he said, George, I want to come see you. George invited him at home. They were having dinner at night time. And he said, the new book is coming out. And Prabhupada asked if you can give $20,000. In those days, 20,000 was something. So George started thinking, this is the first time Hare Krishnas are asking him. And all the lights in the area went out for a minute, and then it came back. And George is saying, looks like Krishna want me to give this $20,000. So he gave the $20,000. That is how the Krishna book is published. So miracle after miracle after miracle is how ISKCON has grown around the world. It is not only hard effort of devotees, it's also spiritual blessings that it is possible. And the next member is Alfred Ford. How much this person has donated? He's a Paka Hare Krishna. How much he has donated? Millions and millions and millions of dollars. So we have a temple coming up in Mayapur, which is TOVP. He's the chief funder. And because he was fighting it alone, then around the world, all Hare Krishna said, we will also participate, because that temple, you can look it up, TOVP, is called as Adbhut Mandir. There was a prediction that this temple will come up in future, where the whole humanity come and dance together without any limitation of who you are, what you are. And Alfred Prabhu, he took it seriously, but everybody else rallied around him. And together it is got $100, $200 million worth of project. This is probably the highest budget project in the Hinduism, other than the Bab's temples, which are also very higher end. Right? So it's amazing. So when Alfred Ford met with Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada knew he had only few seconds or a minute or two to convert him, preach to him. He's not going to go attend 9 sessions on DYS or anything. So his grandpa, Mr. Ford, who started the Ford company. So Prabhupada asked, where is Mr. Ford today? Because he's dead. So he just asked one question, where is Mr. Ford today? And Alfred Ford couldn't answer. It's like, I don't know. He could be in hell, he could be in heaven. I don't know. I said, Srila Prabhupada said, so you make sure that you know where you will land. He became Hare Krishna. Just in one meeting, he became Hare Krishna. Magic again. So all these great, gigantic personalities, businessmen like Mofatlal's, and there are list of big people. I have another person who is running $1 billion portfolio in Singapore on VC funds, on all high techs. So amazing people get attracted because it is very sublime, it is very simple. There are no expectations. Just take Lord's name. Next. So we're going to spend our 7 minutes of our life doing something really wonderful. You know what that is? So this Pancha Tattva mantra is a mantra that, say for example, while chanting, if we do not say properly or any issues or will Krishna accept my mantras, all of that, all we are saying is say this mantra first, because these are the people who propagated this mantra. So they have the agency, they have the leadership for this mantra. So if we just chant this mantra first once and then chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra repeatedly, what happens? any mistakes done in the process of chanting the Mahamantra are forgiven, ignored. So we are going to do an experiment because we can talk about the cake, we can look at the photo of the cake, we can smell the cake. How about we eat the cake? So can we spend 7 minutes now doing one mala? I will do the mala. You just chant along looking at the screen. Is it okay? You can take your marks. So Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita, Gadadhara, Srivasadi, Gaura Bhaktarunda. So now we are going to repeat just the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and I will count for the benefit of everyone. That also completes my one japa mala for the day because I do 16. So shall we? Everyone is in agreement? Okay, just close your eyes nicely if you want. Feel it. Hare Krishna. And it's important that we speak and we hear back. And if we use the mala in future, every time we do one, then we pull it like this. One mala, 108 malas completed. We come up to here, right? Once we come here, this is the Guru Mani or Krishna. We don't touch it. We basically take a U-turn from here and keep going. So I had another business owner whom I was teaching. I said, go reverse after you reach the Guru Mani. He said, that's fine. So he reached over here and then he started going reverse. Hare Krishna. So that's why I'm showing you. Reverse means you take a U-turn. Okay, clear? Like Russian devotees, they received the message from English to Russian translated. And the guidance was wake up early in the morning, take a cold water shower, and then chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra 16 malas. Right? That was the guidance given. And they tried it and they went to hospital. Why? Because in the cold of Siberia, what they did was they went into the shower, cold shower, icy cold shower, and for like one mala takes like 7 minutes, say for example. 16 malas, 2 hours. 2 hours they're running the cold shower and chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. They went to hospital. So it is very important to hear what we are saying very clearly, that you wake up early in the morning, take cold water shower, cold and not as an icy cold like Siberia, but try to keep it not too hot. And finish the shower, come out and then chant. Clear? Okay, let's try that. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Everyone, loud and nice. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So we'll dive into the reflection. The reflection is we can stop sharing screen. So we can take reflection on how you felt. Is it okay? What did you learn today and how do you feel right now after the only 7 minutes of playing Lord's name in our heart and tongue? So we'll start here. Is it okay?
So today, we spoke about the benefits of chanting. So I part that I really liked was how he spoke about how the hippies became happies. So how like Srila Prabhupada, he went to the West at an old age, and clearly, like people who had pretty much given up on everything, when they took up the chanting, following this, following like Srila Prabhupada, the transformation, it clearly shows like the benefits and how real this is. It's not just something made up. I really like that. And yeah, like after chanting today one night, felt very nice. Feel kind of relaxed a bit.
Would you like to do more? Every day, one round? Nice. Yes, ma'am. Say your name again.
Abhinav.
Abhinav.
Hi, I'm Neha. Today's reflection is that I really like the part where you told about the four yogas, and Sachin Prabhuji's question also was really nice, and you helped us understand a lot of things about that. And regarding chanting, I feel very lightheaded now. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah.
Very nice. Thank you, Neha.
My name is Sachin. So one is like we always, so for mantra chanting is like we always wait for, say, a perfect place. Like we'll go to a temple and chant, or we wait for a perfect time, a festival to chant. What I gain from this session is like we don't need to get a perfect place or a time. It's like whenever you chant or wherever you chant, the transformation is that will become a perfect place and a perfect time as a result of chanting.
Very nice. Thank you, Sachin Prabhu.
I also really felt peaceful with really good way. Like many people just sit and meditate and they don't speak anything, but then the thoughts keep coming. So I think this way it was better because then there was no thought. It was really helpful, relaxing.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Nilanjana. I think I feel very intoxicated with the chanting of the name. And I mean, after this, I'm just wondering that why have I not been doing this regularly or more often? So probably from today's session, this is what I'm taking back, that if it feels so intoxicating, why not delve into it every day?
Very nice. Thank you so much. You have been trying meditation for many options, right?
Yeah, we meditate generally. So we follow a particular yoga. It's called integral yoga. So but taking the name is, as Akshay is also mentioning, it's more helpful and it's quicker, I felt, because calms down the mind faster and has something for you to focus on. So you probably hook on easily, maybe. At least as a beginner, it's easier.
Right. Also, it is for Kali Yuga, so it's very easy also.
That in this yoga, this is what has been, I mean, because we are so occupied and busy in so many things, getting the perfect atmosphere is not always possible. So maybe it's like the hotline to connect. That is what I also felt when I did the chanting after like many years. Maybe when I was younger or smaller, I could have done it at home, but this really revived it, that this is something I should be doing every day.
Very nice. Thank you. What you are saying is also very inspiring for us, right? Every day, 7 minutes. What is the big deal, right? We have 24 hours, only 7 minutes. Gaurav Prabhu, what is your realization?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, nice lecture today on the chanting of the holy names. So I think we saw in the slides that for different yugas there were different things that were mentioned. So and obviously like meditating on the names or doing the yagyas or doing the elaborative deity process is not possible. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has made it very easy to chant the names, and it you mentioned really nice thing that to chant there is only one rule, that there is no rule. And then the chanting, I think, so going back few sessions, there was this kind of like a rath where
chariot with horses and mind and soul.
Where our senses were the horses, then our mind was the chariot, the driver, and then we as a soul were on the sitting on the back. And then when we are trying to do all of the various meditations, what happens is mostly instead of us trying to control the mind is still trying to control us. But with this chanting, the process you mentioned, like you just chant and you hear, chant and hear. So what we are trying to do is we are just trying to pull the mind back, and we are making it hear what we are repeating. So that way, the mantra is also trying to calm our mind, and also, as you mentioned, we are also trying to delete some of the karmas that we have gained over many lifetimes. So we are also trying to go into a right direction. So all in all, chanting of the name is a really good practice that one should develop. I personally have started doing this. I think I just picked up doing one round. It has helped a lot, and as you mentioned, giving up bad habits has been a piece of cake once you start chanting. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Gaurav. So who else we have? Ashish, Drashti, Poonam. Do you have something to share from today's reflection? You can switch on the video if you like. Is it possible to bring the Zoom on the screen, Prabhu? Let's see. Because people are on call and a lot of things. So let's see who can join. Okay.
Hare Krishna.
Oh, it's coming here. Okay. Give me one. Yeah,
Yeah.
please. Go
Uh,
ahead.
Hare Krishna. I felt very peaceful. My mind was at ease after chanting the Mahamantra. Um, and I I try to follow it daily, but I have a few questions, like queries sort of things. If you can answer, Prabhuji.
Yeah, please ask the questions. If possible, come on video. Otherwise, it's okay. Yeah, go ahead, please.
So, my first question is, whenever I start chanting the Lord's name, sometimes or very frequently it happens that the mind starts going and wandering here and there. वो एक चित्त मन जो होता है वो नहीं हो पाता है, तो is there any solution for that, or we should let
Yes.
the mind be like go here and wherever it is wandering while we are chanting or trying to meditate?
Very nice question. So first thing we face, especially in Kali Yuga, where Manda, Sumanda, Atimanda Bhagya, our starting qualification is not very high. Like Vishwamitra Muni could do meditation for 60,000 years. Prachetas could do it under the ocean. Durvas Rishi has full mind control where he can invoke a lot of things. Where there are Rishis who can create Prati universes, right? Very, very powerful people. Just using their mind, they can do so many things. And our situation is most of the time we are out of our mind. We are just somewhere else mentally. A child starts to walk, like initial steps. What happens? A child will fall. The ground on which it falls, it pushes the same ground up again to get up and start walk again. So our situation, like in the material life, we may be CEOs, we may be old people, we may be society's leaders, politics, but in the spiritual dimension, we could be a baby. Other around is equally true. There could be a baby walking around over here, could actually be a great spiritual personality who is going to lead the world. We do not know. So our material qualification and spiritual qualification is not same. So on spiritual side, we just have to start from the basics and say that I know I'm going to struggle, but I'm not going to give up. Like you do not gain your muscles by going to gym one day, right? You go every day, and then you see other people over there who are like 500 pounds. Like, okay, I have a hope. Huh? If I keep doing good, I will develop my muscle body. So just like we are developing the muscle, mind is also a muscle that we need to develop by using it and strengthening it the right way. Clear? So that means keep fighting. And it's like this is like the kindergarten level class in Hare Krishna. So here we are learning really basics. Then there are like japa workshops that happen. Then there are like Kanai Thakur Prabhu who leads this program. Once a month, he will gather his friends, brahmacharis, and they'll start at 4 o'clock in the morning and they will chant till 1 or 2 o'clock. 64 malas. 64 malas at a stretch without drinking water. And I told you there are no rules. But they like to follow some rules. It helps with the concentration. So Tapasya, have you seen the Narsimha movie that came out recently? Anyone? Yeah, right. And even yesterday I saw it on Netflix actually, and I saw it in theaters too. And it is very scripturally accurate, huh? Although it is in a very entertaining way put it. But Srimad Bhagavatam, it is accurate. There is no imagination in it. It is as per the scriptures. So we saw Hiranyakashipu doing meditation. Was it like cool, chill, take a massage chair, start a TV on a big screen, and with a remote in hand, start chanting? Did he do that? He stood on one leg. So I joke around my family saying that, even if we get to Hiranyakashipu's level, that will be great. That we can chant with focus and sit straight and not have mobile phone and ting messaging coming up. Without all of that, if we can just leave our phone aside and chant for 2 hours and then look at our phone, wow, we are one step towards Hiranyakashipu. You know? So we have the good news is we have miles to go. Good news is if we're in the right company and change our lifestyle a little bit every day. It's not what we achieve in one day that makes you great. It's what little things we can achieve every day. So if we commit to certain number of malas and we can bring you the malas next class, just raise your hands if you would like me to bring the malas for you, right? And if you're coming to Samamish temple, I can give you right there. Um, so the what do you call it? The whole idea is that add 7 minutes for your own soul, your own spirit every day. Feel the difference, and then, like Mataji said, I like it. Okay, two malas, three malas. And then ISKCON standard prescription is 16 malas for getting initiated. It means a teacher, a guru will accept you in the parampara that you are following the process correctly. That is the 16 malas. That is the expectation. But then original standard was 64 malas in Bengal. The original standard was 64 malas. That means 8 hours every day. So, Prabhupada came to the West and he told all these hippies, 64 malas every day. And they're like, Prabhupada, no, we cannot do 64 malas. He said, okay, 32 malas, nothing less. Like, Prabhupada, we can't do 32 malas every day. That's like 4 hours. And these hippies are otherwise doing nothing, huh? Right? I mean, they're not like going to job, running business. No, we cannot do 32 malas. Prabhupada said, okay, 60 malas, nothing less, no compromise, no discussion. So he locked it at 16. And Prabhupada said, you do these 16 malas, do not say bad things about other devotees, will take you back to the spiritual world. So now, from doing the big Ashwamedha yajnas and so many fire sacrifices to doing 60,000 years of tapacharya to doing the elaborate deity worship, it's come down to like 16 malas and don't talk bad about other people. It's so easy. It's not like you have to chant with focus. It's not like you have to do like this and like that and then it. No. Just complete your 16 malas every day. That's all. That is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's promise, who is Radha Krishna's combined incarnation. That is and extended that deal by Prabhupada. Yes, 64. What does then people say? Where is it written in Bhagavad Gita that we are supposed to chant 16 rounds? Well, Krishna says, think of me all the time, 24 hours. So 60 mala is a deal actually. Like, and then what happens? Say, for example, if I tell my kids that if you study well and get A grades or at least try hard, I will take you to Disneyland. What happens when children study? Does my bank balance automatically go up that it will sponsor the vacation? No. As a loving father, I'd give a deal to my children, saying that at least you do this much. I will take you to Disneyland. So, like that, the Supreme Father who loves us and wants us back is giving a deal, saying that, "Arey, you do at least this much. I will take you back." And then we are not able to follow 64 rounds. Then he sends Srila Prabhupada saying that at least do 16 and go back. So this mantra is basically the live wire that will transform our life. And say in Srimad Bhagavatam, some people follow Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. There are other mantras also. Uh, we are focused on this mantra because it is in the Kalisantaran Upanishad, but all mantras are welcome, which are Lord's name, and we can take full benefit of that. Does that help, Drashti?
Definitely, yeah. Sometimes I just listen to the Nam Jap or Kirtan bhajans while running some errands or working. Does that also count as chanting, like the listening and not reciting?
It benefits you, but that doesn't count as a process for completing your 16 rounds to get initiated in ISKCON. It is benefiting you, so that is good. Like, you can hear it all the time, right? Now let me simplify what is really going on. Okay, what is really going on is this is the process of falling in love with the Lord Sri Krishna. It is a process of falling in love. So what do we do? Go back to those most famous Bollywood songs. What are they about? They're about two things. One is the person I love is not in front of me and I'm missing them so much. The sad songs, Kishore Kumar's sad songs, this sad song, that made in the mood of separation gives us the highest pleasure actually. Ghazals, they give us the highest pleasures, right? Chupke, chupke. And people are like, wow, 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 wow. It's like, अरे उसने खाली बोला चुपके चुपके क्या हो गया? And people who get into ghazals, they're mad, right? So the whole idea is that in the mood of separation from the person we love, that separation also creates a type of enjoyment if it is done the right way. It's called as Vipralamba Bhava in Sanskrit. So is Krishna present in front of us here and now? Is he shaking our hand and walking and hugging us? And the answer is no. But our original equation with Krishna is what? The relationship of love. We can have a relationship of friendship, we can have a relationship of dasya. There are five types of relationships we can have with the Lord. Because we are missing Krishna, or at least we are supposed to miss Krishna, we are not because we have iPhones and everything. So, if we want to miss Krishna, this is another way to remember Krishna when he's not present before us. What Krishna does in reciprocation? Krishna extends his whole energy, full personality, full power, full purity through his name, right? Just like you are in a kingdom. Let's assume you are in a kingdom. You are driving your vehicle. Say you are in UK. You are going to see Prince Charles, and you jump a light. The cop stops you, saying that hey, you need to pay the challan because you jumped the light, and he says that yeah, agree, sir, but I'm in rush because I'm going to see Mister Prince Charles. I'm going to meet with him. He says, oh, okay. Sorry, you're a royal guest. I'll let you go. What happened? The name, the human being's name also works and solves your problem. In India, also, it just met, do you know who I know? It's not what you know, who I know. So, like that, Krishna has invested all the power in the name. So, we can take an appointment with Krishna without actually going through the painful process of taking the appointment. For example, you want to see, say, Mayor of Bellevue or Redmond or Seattle. Don't we go through an appointment process? Will they not check on our qualification that who are you and why do you want to meet? What is your agenda? Are you representing a non-profit? Are you representing a corporate? Why are you there? And if you say, no, I'm just a homeless and I'm basically getting bored, so I want to be entertained by the mayor, we may get the refusal of the appointment saying that, mayor is not available to entertain the homeless. He's there for the greater good of the society. His time is valuable, right? Qualification. Now think of you want to meet with the president or governor of Washington. More qualification is required. There is 6 months of background check to make sure you are really the person you are saying and you don't have any other agenda on your mind. So expand it now. The Indra is the king of gods. You want to meet with Indra. You need even bigger qualification. How about Brahma, who is the, what do you call it? Yeah, the first engineer and the first living being in this universe, and who is the secondary engineer who assembled this universe. His body is made out of Sattva Guna. He's singing Vedas all the time. Okay, you need even more qualification to meet with Lord Brahma. Then how much qualification you need to meet with the person from which everything emanates? Lord Sri Krishna. Okay, you need a lot of qualification, but because that person is not just energy, is a person and is very loving, makes himself available to the jivas of Kali Yuga, which are like the most fallen, most naughty, you name it, and they're crazy people actually. Kali Yuga Kolahal. So he makes himself available through his name with all the powers in it. That means whether you call Krishna's name or you chant Krishna's name or you meet with him personally, it is same. If we keep chanting Krishna's name seriously without doing mistakes, now what is without doing mistakes? Gross mistakes like eating meat or alcohol and bad habits, being nasty to other human beings. If we skip those and just keep chanting, there is a, I was explaining this, that there are like stages of spirituality. What are the stages of spirituality? The first stage of spirituality is Adav Shraddha. Adav Shraddha is what? Um, Initial faith. Somewhere there is an initial faith. That's why we showed up to the class. The next stage is Sadhu Sangha. We connect with spiritual personalities. Okay, very good. We connect with spiritual personalities. Now what happens? Well, if we have initial faith and we keep connecting with spiritual personalities, they will show us the way. And if they show us the way, the next benefit out of that is anartha nivrutti. There are issues in our heart. There are problems in our heart. What are those problems? Kama, krodha, mada, moha, matsara. Anybody can explain me what are those? I have it. I can explain it. So kama, wanting a romance everywhere, right? Krodha. When my kama is not fulfilled, my desires are not fulfilled, I get krodha. Then Matsar, why Sachin is having this car, why I don't have this car? Matsar, envy. Envy is at two levels. One is why I don't have it. Next level is why you have it. So Kama, Krodha, Mada. Mada is pride. Matsara, Moha. Moha means wanted, wanted. So all these anarthas, they start to dissolve in our heart. Why? Because when we chant Krishna's name, Krishna starts to clean our heart from these things. So that is called as anartha nivrutti. When the anartha nivrutti is going on, and all these processes can go in parallel, our faith in the holy name, our faith in the deity worship, our faith in the scripture start to grow. As our faith is growing, that is called as nishtha, then we start to develop the taste, ruchi. We start to enjoy the process. I mean, Gaurav is a bachelor, works in Microsoft, is a PhD, lot of money, Tesla that opens like a Vaikuntha Vimana. I mean, he could be doing so many things in Seattle other than sitting with me over here clicking the slides. Do you agree? Ruchi, the taste in preaching, the taste in spirituality is developed. As a result, he's spending the whole day with me. Can you imagine tolerating me for a whole day every week? But because he has a higher taste, he loves Krishna, so he'll say, Ganesh, I'll tolerate you. So now, Adav Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha, right? Anartha Nivrutti means heart cleansing process. Ruchi means develop tasting the, it's not a restaurant. Ruchi means taste in spirituality. Nishta is there, Ruchi is there. Ruchi means what? I'm loving it now. If we continue this process, we reach the stage of Bhava. Bhava means the great saintly personalities that we know. They have developed these emotions for the Lord. Right now, we're reading the prayers written by somebody else, but then you'll start composing the prayers, right? You know that you have emotions for the Lord, and then the final stage of that is prema. You fall in love with Lord, where yada tatha va vidadhatu lampato mat prananathas tu para. Oh Lord, no matter how I'm treated in my life, no matter what experience I go through, no matter you do not reciprocate my emotions, even if you are ignoring me, I'm chanting your name and you're not even picking up my phone call. You're ignoring me. I'm not getting any spiritual realization. Or whether you hug me so tightly, embrace me, whether you give me highest or lowest, I will not give up my love for you. Real love is not selfish. Real love is selfless. Like a mother's love for the newborn baby is the closest. A mother, what does the baby give? In the first place, when the baby is born, the baby looks ugly. Let's face it. The newborn babies, they look ugly. But try telling that to the mother. She'll slap you. My baby is so beautiful, so gorgeous. And what the baby is doing? And then every half an hour, what the baby is doing? The baby is doing, I'm hungry, crying, crying. And when the moment you feed the baby, the next business is one and two, right? And because now the baby passed the thing and the diaper is wet, the baby starts crying again. If that is not enough, even if you clean that, the baby is hungry again. You have to feed the baby again. You are supposed to sleep for 8, 9, 10 hours in a day, and the mother is not even sleeping half an hour at a time, and still the mother is happy. That is selfless love. Closest it can get to the selfless love. And in the process of giving birth to the baby, the mother can die also. Such a risk. So that's why mothers are glorified. Not it is not because somebody said so. Mothers are glorified because of their selfless love for the kids. So selfless love is largely absent in this world. Every relationship is a give and take relationships. There has to be a ROI, return on investment on both sides. Then it is taken care of. What do you say in the management language? Needs, interests, and concerns. If we take care of people's needs, interests, and concerns, then the relationship is sustainable, right? If we ignore those three, the relationship will not last very long. So we want to have a relationship with Krishna, and what we want to show to Krishna is Krishna. We would want to like we are in love with you. We would like to come back to the spiritual world. Okay, how do I know? Well, we're chanting your name. Okay, great. And then if we show our nishtha throughout our life that Krishna, we are really committed to you, Krishna will trust us because he's outside, he's inside also. He knows what our motivations are. So chanting is the sublime, very easy spiritual process, no expectations. Technically speaking, you don't need anything. And the whole Hare Krishna process can be done in the mind also. You can do like you can chant in your mind, you can chant in your mouth, or you can chant it to the level just you can hear it. You can chant it to the point everybody can hear it. Or you can listen to the music, Hare Krishna music on the way. There are some nice artists in the market who sing. If you I'll use some names like Aindra Prabhu. If you go and listen to Aindra Prabhu and keep his music on, you will not be depressed, bored in life. You'll be like full of energy. So the whole idea is this mantra is not of this world. It is imported. And we like imported things, right? Like in India, you perfume two perfumes, local, imported. Sunglasses, local, imported. Right? Everything is imported is better. Arey, this is super imported because there are millions of universes. Brahma is one of them. And this lot of universes are basically part of the physical world, and that physical world is one fourth of the creation. So spiritual world is vast, unlimited, full of good people. Some naughty people have come over here. Out of that, some people want to go back. Those who are going back are confused about the process. They're fighting and killing each other about how to go back. Out of that, this is the pure mal. Lelo, ash karo. This is the best thing that can happen to a human life is that we learn this mantra because once you learn this mantra, you don't need anything else, really speaking. Just this mantra. You can chant for 5 minutes, you can chant for 50 minutes, you can chant whole day, you can chant day and night, you can chant completely like forever and you will not get bored. Like you try to say Coca Cola for 15 minutes. How boring it is. But some people say it is like that. Hare Krishna mantra is just like another name you repeat. It is not another name you repeat. It is Lord's name. And that is why it is producing so much of happiness. Happiness can come from soul only. It cannot come from matter. Remember the in our childhood there were video games, like some small electronic games. They were giving some pleasure, right? But in today's video games, they are very addicting. You know why? Not only the technology has improved, but they have learned how to add other people to the games across internet. And because there are souls on the other side, while social media is so active, there are souls on the other side. Happiness can come from souls only. The great happiness come from super souls. And the greatest happiness can come from Lord Himself. This is the source of happiness. The mantra, Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. So, Prabhu, slides are over, right? Poonamji, you want to say something before you go? And Shilpi and Ashish, God no. I
Yeah,
didn't ask all of you. My apologies. I got carried, guys.
no problem, Prabhuji.
Video on if possible because other students are asking that you're a real person and not a chatbot.
Yeah, I had come to classes. I couldn't come today because I had my Diplo run to
Okay.
attend. So that's. Can you see me? Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I
Thank you.
think it's always a great experience doing meditation. I have been doing it from last 5 years, especially during the full moon time because that's where your energies are at very high peak and you try to give it to people who are really in need. So we do usually a group meditation during Purnima, I follow pranic healings. But during the evening time, when my husband is home, we try to do Indian meditation also. When I say Indian, it's like taking all Prabhu's name, Om Namah Shivaya, Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Krishna, because I belong to a Gujarati community. So it's always gives us a very calm mind before sleeping, and that's the power of meditation. What I believe, you name any god, you take any god's reference, it just gives you calmness. And today, while doing it, I really felt that we should do it all the classes that we are going to attend because at the end of the day, it will bring a lot of peace and calmness to each individual.
Very nice. I could tell
Yeah,
Poonam that you are doing pranic healing. I was going to tell you that,
yeah,
but you told that before me. So thank you.
yeah,
And I'm
yeah.
glad you are enjoying and you'll enjoy more and look forward to see you in person because we bring amazing lunch for everyone.
Yeah, I attended one session. It's just that I couldn't make it for last week and this weekend I had my Diplo marathon. I came at around 12 o'clock at home, so I couldn't come. I told Kaustubji that I would not be able to make it today, but next weekend I'll surely come to attend.
Okay. Very nice. We can talk
Yeah.
about pranic also.
Yes, certainly. I can speak a lot about it.
Send me a WhatsApp message, then we'll take it forward.
Yes,
So,
sure, Prabhuji.
Poonam, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so very much.
So we have Ashish and Shilpi. Are you guys still connected? And you can come on video and speak up how you feel.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Ashish.
Can you see me?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Can see you. We can hear you.
Okay. So yeah, I think this was my first session. I I got the link from Drashti and I joined. I really felt calm and peaceful after the chanting. I've been doing the meditation for the past 2 years. So yeah, I know the benefits like of chanting and meditation. So yeah, I try to practice at least, if not daily, 3 to 4 times a week. But yeah, that keeps me calm and centered, and helps me focus.
Very nice. Ashish, thank you so much. Uh, we can, we can get together and do that also. Juliet, sir. Oh, okay. So we are about to close. So that is awesome. Ashish, anything else you want to share?
No, I think that would be all.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ashish. Shilpi, are you online? Okay. So remove spotlight. Awesome. So with that, I think we have covered everyone. We have covered everyone here also. We'll bring our lunch and I will take questions.